One of the best things that you can do as a teacher, and I do this with myself, is from time to time find something that is impossible for you and go through that process of overcoming your own fears and doing something that is the impossible range and making it happen in your own life and feel that thrill. And then as you as a teacher help your students to do that, it is a wonderful, wonderful feeling and makes teaching all worth it. Otherwise, we're just grading papers, going through the motions, and who wants to do that for 40 years of their life? I don't.
Okay, here's a little video.
Kind of hard. Let's see. Oh, that's hard. Oh, you can do it then, huh? You can do it.
Are you convinced it's fun to do the impossible? It is. And that's what your students need to feel like as they complete your courses, whether they be independent study or in the classroom or wherever setting you're in, your families, whatever. We need to be excited about doing the impossible and not be addicted to failure in our lives.
Tell the person next to you for just 30 seconds what's something you've tried in your own life that you first thought was impossible, but you actually achieved it and overcame. Tell somebody. We'll just let you keep thinking about how you do that for your students, how you help them overcome what they first might think is just too difficult, okay? And here's one way to do that. We call it the power of personal agency in the book. Having students get success. The reason students, I'm quite convinced, most of them maybe discontinue their independent study course is because they're not successful. They have a bad experience and they say, I just don't want to submit myself to this anymore. So they've got to have success. So how do you draw upon students' power of personal agency? Here's one way. You say, somebody might come say, I don't really have the desire to do it. I don't have the desire to finish this thing. I want to do it and I can do it, but my desires just kind of got up and went. Now what do? You say, well, make a decision anyway. Decide to do something. Decide to make progress on this thing in some way.
So you can make a decision with your students. That would be one way you could do it. You as a teacher, help them with their, they need to tell somebody about it. So they need to tell you of their goal. That talk needs to happen.
Then once they make a decision, once they really decide, and we've got this as a handout for you, so you don't have to copy, it's okay. So once they've decided they need to get determined, they will get determined once they make a real decision. It's kind of a self-commitment. Now what happens, they have a little success, just like Molly did. Did she want to get up there and do that chair? Yeah. We're not different. Adults aren't really different. They want to succeed. But what do you think will happen next time she gets in that chair? Will she expect to be able to do it? Yeah.
Will she need my help as grandma? No.
No.
She doesn't need my help. And I didn't help her too much. We didn't go and do it for her, did we? We let her struggle a little bit. Is struggle okay in learning? It's okay if the outcome is successful without defeating the poor human being that you've got as your student.
Okay. What's next? Is that the... Okay. Yeah, we'll let you do that sometime.
On your own.
And okay. So we're gonna make you sing. How many are willing to sing? You know, no solos, but okay.
We don't want you to forget the 3 Ds, so this is a surefire way.
This is a way to remember it.
Remember them.
We really wrote this for our grandkids, but I've used it with missionary prep classes. We've used it with college-age kids all over the place. Used it with youth everywhere.
And they don't forget the 3 Ds after singing it, so this is for you.
So it really came from the scripture in Alma 26 and 27, where it says, and when our hearts were depressed, and we were about to turn back, behold, the Lord comforted us and said, go amongst thy brethren, the Lamanites, bear with patience thine afflictions, and I will give unto you success. Say that louder. A little bit louder.
There we go.
It's a beautiful word. It's what students need when they learn. If they get it like Molly got it, they will continue to learn and their fire will be lit and they will go. If they fail and have nobody there to prop them up, they might stop and have difficulties. Okay.
So,
So,
as soon
you wanna
as you
get the
can
ukulele?
sing, oh, I think we're doing this one first. Is this
Okay.
Alma first?
Yeah, well, let's
Yeah.
just do Alma.
Yeah, let's do Alma. Here we go.
Let's just do it.
Okay. Oh,
Do you want to do the ukulele with it?
no.
No. It's just called decision making.
Well, we have two versions. We have a,
Yeah.
a secular and a church.
This
So.
is a church one. Is the church one okay?
And we'll show you
Okay.
the secular one.
Okay.
Desire, decision, determination, yes. These are the 3 Ds, the 3 Ds of success. So when you are discouraged and you don't know what to do, remember Ammon's 3 Ds and the Lord will help you too. When Ammon and his brothers were ready to turn back, they prayed to know what they should do. They didn't want to.
This is the wrong one.
Oh, you gave me the wrong one.
Yeah. That's why, okay. We're going to kill the words.
You're doing
Okay.
the secular
Yeah.
one.
Okay, now you've heard the tune. The reason we did that was so you could hear the tune.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Desire, decision, determination,
Okay.
yes.
Everybody.
These are
The 3 Ds, the 3 Ds of success. So when you are discouraged and you don't know what to do, remember Ammon's 3 Ds and the Lord will help you too. When Ammon and his brothers were ready to turn back, they prayed to know what they should do. They didn't want to slack. God gave them strength and comfort, so they wanted to go on. They lost their fear of failing and their sadness was all gone. Okay, hold on now. Everybody.
Decision,
determination, yes. These are the 3 Ds, the 3 Ds of success. So when you are discouraged and you don't know what to do, remember Ammon's 3 Ds and the Lord will help you too.
Just
do
do
this
the middle that whenever you get down and start to feel that you're no good
Because you're having trouble doing everything you should. Don't worry that you'll fail a test, just always choose to learn. Wake up and do your very best, success is what you'll earn. Desire, decision, determination, yes. These are the 3 Ds, the 3 Ds of success. So when you are discouraged and you don't know what to do, remember,
Oh.
think about the 3 Ds and you'll always make it through.
Get my secular and sacred mixed up there. Hey, thank you.
Thanks.
Any questions?
Get the
We're good.
handouts. Get the handouts.
Over there.
Here's one over here.
Yes.
Okay, so the little girl, she had this success and
Yes.
was excited as heck. Well, that's gonna be gone after 2 or 3 times or 5 times or whatever times of doing that.
Yeah.
So what's the next step that
Yeah.
So you always gotta.
Great
that's
question. This is a
you.
great question because do you think she's gonna want to tackle something else now? She will, absolutely. No, it's a guarantee. She is now got more confidence that she can do the hard things. She is going to want to try more hard things that are hard for her. This is what lighting the fire really means. It means now this fire's lit, so now I want to do something that, again, seems a little out of reach. And I want to do it because I knew I could do that thing. Now I want to do this thing. This is how people become self-directed learners. It's how they become self-confident, and it's how they gain faith that they can do things that are hard. And right now, if you look at our society, for me personally, one of the toughest problems we've got is we do not ask our youth to do hard things. We want them to we protect them.
Oh, you sweet little thing.
We
Oh,
coddle.
you dear.
We don't want you to fail, and so we don't want you to try the hard thing. They need to try the hard thing. They need to learn how to work hard. They need to learn how to tackle that difficult task that looks out of reach for them. But they've got to have coaching. They've got to have help. They've got to have instruction all the way along so they can do it. But that's a great
That's
question.
where we as teachers come in. You cannot make the task too hard, or if they fail. It has to be a task that's attainable and impossible or a little bit out of reach for them personally. And that's why we're hopefully never going to be replaced by the computer. That's what makes the magic in teaching, I believe. And that's why with our blended learning, there'll still be a place for the stand-up here at some point.
Any other questions?
How do you make it so that the parents aren't doing their work
Can't help you there. Called honesty. Give a
So you mean so that the parents aren't making it too easy for them?
or
Or
doing the
doing
work.
it all for them?
Well,
Doing it all for them?
That's a big issue, huh? We just have them do
Yeah.
in public school. They have to do it at home or at school. We don't allow things to go home sometimes if we want to get a real measure, but I guess you don't have that freedom, do you?
How do you do it in open high school? How do you make sure the parents don't do it?
We talk to the parents once a week and talk to the kids multiple times a week and ask them. But again, they could be lying through their teeth.
Yeah. It's
How do they
it's
get around
really,
the proctoring?
So here's my answer to that. The parent needs a little instruction just like the young person does. And so as a mission president, oftentimes we saw missionaries coming into our mission who had been so coddled, so taken care of, they had never learned how to do anything in their life, barely lift a finger. So when all of a sudden they are asked to be a missionary, it is just almost too much of a leap. Those parents were well-meaning. They wanted to care for their children. They did them a disservice, a serious disservice. You have to help those parents learn how to build those kids so they can act on their own, make decisions on their own, choose to do things.
Thank you.